Okay guys, so we've ran into a bit of a predicament. So ever since Teddy saw that the babies were born, she has been digging excessively. So you see this like huge pit right here, kind of. It's hard to see because I took off the light here. I'll put it back up real quick. So you can see there is, okay. You can see there is the pit, and I thought like maybe she was laying eggs, but then I didn't think so because she's been like slithering through the soil, like just going nuts. But as you can see right under her, there is an egg. I don't think that she just laid it. I think she just dug it up, like it was she already laid it before. So it's incubating, so meaning there would be more babies, right? So that's good, and that's what I want to happen, and I don't want to remove it. Even though I'm supposedly incubating Darwin's eggs, I don't trust myself, and I do trust this enclosure to incubate them because it has. So I just want them to stay in there and do their thing, but I don't want her to disrupt them. So I am gonna have to move her just away from there and then bury the egg again. So I moved the light because, I mean, it's over the tank and I don't want it to be in my way and I don't want to knock it off. So I'm gonna get my stool here and I'm gonna have to move her. But it's good to know that there is in fact other eggs incubating in here. But yeah, so, and I don't know when they were laid or anything like that because I guess she's just pretty mysterious because I haven't been noticing. And oh, there's the other egg. Okay, here, wait. You can see it right there. There's another egg. So there are in fact 2 eggs sitting right here that are supposedly incubating, and I want to keep them that way. So either she laid them or they were already laid, but either way I'm gonna move her so I can bury them. Come on, come here. You're alright. You're good. Actually, ooh, I don't know. She might have just laid them. I'm not sure, but I feel like she's like skinnier than she was yesterday maybe. I'm not entirely sure though. I guess I could check her weight from what it was last month, or what would it have been? It would have been her weight from about 11 days ago. So here, I'll weigh her real quick and then we can kind of find this out together. So let's hope she doesn't. I'm always worried about her climbing, getting onto the wall and going back there because she's done that before and I wouldn't be able to get her back now. So I have my weighing stuff here, and this is why I think it's important to weigh your animals every month. So then if something comes up like this, you can be like, well, did she just lay eggs? I don't know. So here we have the scale. Now I'm gonna grab her again and I'll set you guys up here by the babies. Right, Teddy. So according to my friend who's currently trying to breed crested geckos. Okay, yes. So she is much skinnier than she was. She was about 1.3, I want to say. So here, wait. I'll write this down. So 1.16. So I'm pretty positive she just laid eggs. Let me check. Okay, yes, so I was correct. She was 1.13 ounces, or 1.31 ounces, sorry. And now she's 1.16, which means that she probably just laid these eggs just now. So, like I was saying, I talked to my friend, and he's like actively trying to breed crested geckos. My whole deal is just like let them do what they're gonna do, and then just see what happens. And you know, I'm not trying to breed them. I don't necessarily think that I can pursue this as like a thing that I do. It's just kind of like a thing that I want to have the experience of doing, if that makes sense. So he said that they can in fact like retain sperm from the male, so that the ones that she'd be producing now might even still be fertile from when they mated before. And I'm not sure if that's entirely accurate, but I would think so. So that's kind of, I'm going to go with, if she just laid eggs, which from her weight, it seems that she did. It's not like she would just drop like 0.15 ounces for like no reason. So I'm just going to set her, and she looks way skinnier, and I just fed her last night, and she looks quite a bit skinnier than that. So I'm just going to set her up here, and then here are the eggs right here. So I assume that she's been digging, and now I can figure this out by just waiting. So she's been digging for the past couple days, and I've noticed that. I've been watching her behavior, and as you can see, there's this huge area right here that she's been digging in, and I'm just going to kind of smooth this out. So now, if she continues digging, then I will know that it's probably not, like, she probably didn't lay eggs or something, and it's, you know, some other thing, because it probably could be. But if she just continues on, if she just stops digging right after I believe that she laid eggs. I didn't see her lay eggs, which, I mean, she did it right out here, so I would think I would have seen it, but at the same time, it's very possible that I didn't, and she did it last night or something. Then we will know. So I'm going to take a little bit of the sphagnum moss. I'm going to kind of put it here. And then I'm going to get some new soil because I just can't find any more that inside of here that looks like is displaced. I think she just kind of dug, like pushed down a pit almost. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to get some soil out of here. Now, one thing about this soil is it has a lot of charcoal in it. I don't know if that's an issue, but it is in fact a thing. But a lot of it doesn't, so I'll try to find some without a ton of charcoal in it. And then I'll just set it in there, and then it'll become naturalized in there. But this isn't, this is just topsoil, it's not anything special or anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and cover them just a bit, and then from me spraying everything down, it will eventually, you know, get a little bit moist, and I think that should be enough just so they're covered up and everything. So it might not have been a good thing that I disturbed her, but I didn't realize that I was disturbing her because I didn't realize that she had in fact laid the eggs, but that makes a whole lot more sense. I kind of thought, because she's been like really disrupting the soil and everything, so I figured she just had exposed some of her older eggs, and that I needed to make sure that she didn't like roll them or mess them up or anything. By the way, this pothos has been going crazy. I love these leaves. That's amazing. This is the variegated pothos. Looks so cool because it's gotten this real big thickness, and it's just, I think, and same with this, it's going nuts right now. And I think that's just because I've had this terrarium like sitting here in the same place for a while, and it's gotten used to its environment, and now it's really taking off. And there's Teddy. Same thing down here. Now, while the bottom's very bare, there's these two pothos plants that have these huge leaves. See that one right there? And then this one right here. Doing very well. So that's very cool, I think. So now I will put Teddy back. And that would probably explain, she didn't eat a whole lot last night, and that would probably explain why, is because she has just simply been trying to focus on laying eggs. But I'm going to try to keep her inside. And then I will put this on top. So that is more eggs. So then those will, I'll write that down, obviously, and then I will see in like 2.5 months. I think that would be a realistic amount of time for them to take to hatch. And I don't know if this is my plan, but what I've been thinking will happen is that once I get these guys set up properly in a much bigger enclosure that'll be right here, I'll have a 10-gallon set up like this, except it'll have a really deep, proper drainage layer made of egg crate, and then it'll just have the soil like this without any isopods, but with springtails. And then I will plant it with like just the pothos from there or whatever. And then I will just incubate the eggs in that. I think that would be much better than trying to incubate them in a more, I don't know, it's just a different way to do it, and I think that I would be less stressed, and that if it works well, then I think that would be fine. So I will try to do that, and then, you know, if it's like I'm never getting babies, like what's going on, and then I like find that they're being decomposed or whatever, then I will not do that. But for now, it seems like that would be a pretty good way to do it, considering these guys worked out pretty well. Even though it wasn't on purpose, I did in fact get babies in that manner, so I think that it could work pretty well in the future. So watching back through that footage, it's kind of really strange to me that I didn't realize right away that Teddy had laid the eggs, but that has been doing well. They have been incubating, and she's laid more eggs at this point, and they have been incubating, and everything's been going well with that. So as far as the future goes, I'll probably continue doing a system just like this, and there'll be more videos out about things related to this in the future. I know my Crested Gecko videos don't do the best as far as views, but that's alright because I filmed a ton about them and I'm posting it. So I hope that you enjoyed this to some extent, and if you did, like it down below. If you have any comments or concerns, put in the comments below, and if you would like more content, then subscribe. Have a fantastic day.